Hi there, it's Dr. Lisa Bogue coming to you after spending the day at the Ignite Your Vision event put on by London Mompreneurs. And I wanted to share with you 3 takeaways that I had from the day because I think they're applicable not only to building a business but to building a life. So the first theme that really resonated for me today was in the area of branding and the idea that you are your brand. So your brand is not only your logo and your web design and your colors, but it's who you are and how you show up and how you treat people when you're talking to them. And so it's important in your business to pay attention to those details. And I think it's also important in our lives because we create our lives every moment of every day in the choices that we make and the way that we show up in the world. So those choices are really important because they're what builds our experience of our entire life. The second takeaway that I had today was in the idea of investments coming back to you. So in our business, we put in a lot of time and effort, especially at the beginning, and we aren't really sure how that's going to come back or what the return on that investment is going to be. But many of the speakers today talked about how it all does come back, and that if we show up and do our best and invest in our business, invest in the community, invest in relationships, that all of that eventually comes back in some way. It has to, and that it's worth being patient around that. And for me, that's a really important message because I can tend to be quite impatient when I have a vision. I think it should be done right now. And so I think that's a really useful message both in business and in life, to do what you think is the best and invest where you think it's important to invest, and to know that that will come back. And the third theme that really resonated for me today was in the idea of community, that building a business is about building community. Building a community of people who can benefit from whatever your business is, and also a community of people who can support you in that business and whom you can support as well, and a community of mentors, of people who know how to do what you're trying to do and can help you to learn about that and do the best that you can. And again, this idea struck me in terms of our life as well, because a lot of times the people in our life are people who happen to be there, but we don't often give a lot of thought to who we would choose to have in our lives and why we would choose to have them there. And so I think that sometimes can be a really useful lens to say, if I were starting from scratch, what kind of people would I want to have in my life? What kind of relationships do I want to foster that are going to help me to be and do the best that I can be and do? So those are the 3 takeaways from today, both in terms of your business and your life. I would like to thank you all for being part of my community, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.